and you keep harping on something, but they're not listening?
Not sure.
There's someone that you want to listen up, possibly change what they're doing, and they're not listening. And I get that it's frustrating you. You don't have to do it anymore. They've heard it. I think they might have figured it out and they've chosen not to do it. It's a friend of yours. They're suffering and you see it, and that as a result of what they're doing, you're seeing that it's not working for them, and you want them to kind of wake up and shift, and they're not doing it. So you've said it, pray if you do, ask for angels to go over to them if you want, like just send the angels over. Hey, angels, that person needs help. It's, they're at exit such and such, or they're in dorm such, whatever. Or they live in that town, whatever. The angels know anyway. Have your energies been on other people and not yourself? Is there stuff you're not looking at about you, and it's easier to look at others? Yeah. You have so much advancing you could do. They say you're brilliant, but you're not putting the energy there, and you can. You need to ask yourself why you're avoiding you, and it's easier to jump onto other people's paths and make suggestions or tell them what to do, whatever it is. When you take the focus off of them and put it on yourself, what are you afraid of? What are you avoiding? There's a fantastic woman there, and you haven't found her. You're being guided. There is a whole crew that's guiding you, and you can listen up. I don't think you're listening. You're preoccupied. There are other things going on. And mind you, y'all are very busy. You're in college. That's busy time. That's probably like the most concentrated busy probably you'll ever have in your life. It's good busy. It's hard. So to be preoccupied is normal. So we're giving that. But there's something where you moved away from all the attention on you, and you don't have to. If there are parts of yourself that you feel bug you about yourself, that could be it. And that you might not want to look at the parts that are bugging you. And that we do, where we don't necessarily want to go inside and do the work. That's why we're here, though. Either see a therapist, speak with a friend, journal it, read self-help. Whatever it is, you're brilliant. And you haven't found that diamond yet, because you're out doing other things with others. The focus is just off. And when you do, when you go inside and you see who you are, they'll say the good, the bad, and the ugly, although bad and ugly, it's a paradox, because nothing is bad or ugly, everything is perfect. Everything's perfect. We learn from everything, but they're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. When you have done this 360-degree review of yourself, I see you changing. I see you becoming more optimistic. I see you on your path. I see people listening to you. I feel like there are people that are shutting you out or shutting you down, and you're going to be heard. Do you write?
No.
If you put pen to paper and you got stuff out, I see it starts with notes, and then they start becoming essays. Then they start becoming memoirs. Then they start possibly becoming articles that you submit to journals. You will come to a certain place. This is really cool. You could end up being a self-help expert. Because right now, you're assisting others, but they might not want it. You turn the focus on yourself. Do your self-help work. So apply to yourself what you're applying outside, but they're not listening. You get centered. You buff yourself up. Then you start attracting these people because they see the way you've changed. I'm going to have water. And then I see you writing about it. And then I see you doing conferences and workshops. I don't know if that's going to be your sole profession, but if you have a complete change of profession, that's because you went down a different timeline and you completely became the embodiment of everything you wanted other people to be, that you became it yourself. And that is really cool. So I'm rooting for you. You're welcome.
So we have time for probably like 2 more questions.
Yep.
So we have Sam Keegan.
She left.
Oh, she left. Brianna. Can you pass this to Brianna?
So I guess like just general like life purpose.
Why you're here? Okay, do you like food? Do you like tastes, smells, dining, cooking, aromatherapy?
It's actually funny you mentioned cooking because my boyfriend's going to culinary school.
Would you join him?
No.
So you're going to be tasting everything that he's going to be cooking? God, you are lucky, I gotta tell you. Whoa, you made a good movie. Oh my gosh, what's coming out? The smells, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, so that was just the side note. Okay, let's see about you. Do you feel that if you're given a task, you're like a worker bee and you could go into something that's tedious where other people won't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be part of anything and you will be given the most menial of tasks, the most tedious of tasks. You are such a gem. There are so many agencies, companies, organizations that need you because you will do what other people will not do. You have the patience, like amazing patience.
I guess, yeah.
Are you studying sociology?
No.
What's your thing?
Poli-sci.
I don't, it's interesting. Do you want to go into that arena? Like, what is your vision?
Environmental law.
It's interesting. This is what I get. I get curriculum and education. That's one of them. I get community planning. I got to go into the poly side because I wasn't getting that. So I want to see if this is going to be a shift, because we do that. We do sometimes shift. You could end up doing policy. You could end up doing a lot of policy work. Town, not as much county. I feel you get involved with certain towns. Do you like the shore? Is that a place you would want to settle?
No.
No. And also, where's Hazlitt? Is that on the shore?
Yeah.
Yes.
South Jersey.
South Jersey. Are you from there?
I am, and my family, my mom's family grew up in Hazlitt.
And I'm from Long Island. I don't even know where these places are. Oh my God, that is so amazing. Oh, okay. So you visit them. That's why I see you there.
I have visited.
Yeah, okay. Keep yourself open. I don't know how long you would be doing the law and the policy. You might shift. I see curriculum. Now, curriculum and policy are pretty similar, okay? So law is policy, ed is curriculum. So you could possibly shift. I don't see you shifting majors. I see you're gonna go into something and do that for a while. But if you end up shifting careers, it's not a fail. It's your interest changes or someone pulls you in and says, you can apply this here. Your attention to detail is extraordinary and that's your forte. And it's the tedium, it's this ability that you have that would suck other people dry, but you can keep going further and further and further and further. And you get it done just in the tedium. I see you with a few kids. I see you by the shore. I don't know what this is about, and you don't want to do shore, but I see, unless you do beach house, but I see the shore and the waves are very important to you. You do pick up some of the skills of what he's learning. So you are able to make, I don't know, maybe it's the souffle. You're like, you think you could make a souffle? Well, mine isn't going to flop. And then you end up with these showdowns of who can make the better something or other, and it's very, very funny. I think he's the one. He feels like he's the one. He's your best friend. He's dull. Great guy. So it's, and the last part would be, is that you have a lot of patience, but there are other people that you might not have patience for, but they won't have the level of patience that you have. So you're going to need to be patient with them, because you have the patience with these rote behaviors, these rote activities that are very tedious for yourself. You're very patient this way, but with others, they might not be at your level. So you're going to have to not have necessarily the expectations that they are where you're at. You pray. Just by your being patient, you're a witness, and so you're the role model. And then if people catch on and they want to be, more patient, they will. And if not, it's okay. They have their own path. Not everyone has the same path. So I hope that assisted.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Last one.
That'll be picked up.
Alexa Ray.
What is your name?
Alexa Ray.
Hi.
Hi.
What can I do?
It's hard because I want a general reading, but I also want to talk to my friend that passed away, so I guess whichever one you
I can
want.
smush. I can smush them both. What is your friend's name?
Randy.
Is that he or she? Is this a boating accident?
No. No.
And it's not falling overboard?
No.
He does this. Did he feel humiliated or shame?
I think he might have actually.
Yeah, it's hard for him. He talks to you. Do you see angel numbers? 11, 11, 111, 222, 333, 123, 423, 45?
I see twos a lot, but I dream about him a lot.
Yeah. He's talking to you through the numbers. So this is numerology. So if you want to know about the codes, the angel codes, you just Google them. So when you see 1111, that's the awakening code. Even like 11s, 22s, 33s, 44, just the basic, any number, 75. So there's a book by Doreen Virtue called Angel Numbers 101. It's like a pocket book, and it goes from 1 to, I think, $9.99. But if you just Google it, you could type in numerology or number meanings. When you get a number, they keep showing up. He's talking to you. He's giving you signs. So if you keep seeing 125 or 746 or whatever, you just keep seeing it. Look on your receipts. Look on license plates. Look at the clock. Look at bills. Look at different. There are numbers everywhere. If you start seeing it, he's talking to you. You know him so many lifetimes. It just goes on and on and on and on. He had jealousy towards you. He wanted to be you. I don't think it's this lifetime, but there's a lot of that going on. So you can talk to him about that. Do you talk to him?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, talk to him. And just say, hey, I'm cool with what I just learned, that this beef you have with me, that you have this greed and you have this jealousy and that you want to, I love you, I accept you, may you heal. I'm rooting for you, that type of thing. Because when we pass, there are workshops and counseling and soul hospitals and there are all these things that go on over there. So if you've got issues, it's not like you're just left. It's not like that. There's a lot going on over there. It's really neat. So then he knows, and he's been supported. But by your having that conversation, that heart connect with him, I see him like holding you and loving you that way, because that's one of his issues with you. And he was very private, so he didn't want people to know. So there were a lot of things like that. That's just something for you to know. He didn't want people to know. And did he kill himself? Yeah, it was too hard. It was very, very difficult for him. Very, very difficult. So he's been held. There's been a lot of, he's been juiced up real good. They've pepped him. And are there tissues anywhere? Thank you. They've been supporting him, guiding him, talking to him, moving him to a better place. And you know what I see? I see, I don't know, there's this angelic picture you might have seen where you've got that hand up to heaven, and then there's the hand that comes through the cloud and the arms are touching. And so this is you. You've got your arm extended, and he has his arm down, and you're supporting him on his journey there, even though he's not here. So you're still doing that. So if you feel that you're not doing anything, you are. And if you feel here like, oh, I need to be doing more, get that thought out of your head. Your mere love of this soul supports him in his healing there. That is enough. And the love is huge. You've been partners in 9 lifetimes. Let's get rid of karma between the two of you. Across all time, there are about 100, at least 100 lifetimes with him of shenanigans, crap, karma, across all time and space, forwards and backwards, across all generations. And you say inside, I forgive myself. Yeah, man. Oh my God. He was blown away by that. That was amazing. He can't believe it. He's like, this is a miracle. Forgive him. He's loving you. Ask for his forgiveness. Please forgive me because I had unforgiveness towards you. He's holding you, kissing you, squeezing into you, loving you. Thank God for these life lessons. Boy, you're going to feel lighter. You had heaviness. Did you bang your head, or do you have pain here in the back?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm going to the doctors for it though over winter break because I have a pain right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's going to be okay. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, God. He hurt you. He hit you. Just working through a lot of layers. So you bio majors, I don't know what you're going to make of me after the end of this night. There were no MRIs, no CAT scans, no PET scans, no bloods or urines taken. He walloped you good. Now it's also metaphor. By his passing, it was like he hit you with a 2x4 and you're pissed. You're very angry that he went. But he did hurt you in another lifetime and he hit you. So the most important thing is to forgive him for having left and the way he did. He did it because he did. And I learned in a book called Your Soul's Gift by Robert Schwartz that you can't stop another person from suiciding. If they're going to do it, they're just going to. So that was his story. And I don't know if you have forgiven him, but it would be a good idea because I see more your left brain is aggravated. That'll take time. Do you eat cereal?
Yeah.
Do you do nuts?
Yeah.
That's crazy good for you. It's like a combo of like carb and protein. Like it's crazy good. Keep it up. Do you do soy milk?
Almond milk.
Almond milk. Yeah, I knew it wasn't milk. Yeah, just do this thing. Just don't stop. So if you can forgive him for having left, that'd be huge. Mark from the Bible, one of Jesus' disciples or apostles, is also talking to you. You know him. You were there at the time of Jesus' birth. No, this is not a cult meeting. I swear. So they're working through a lot of layers in your head. So you go about your business, you do your doctor thing, you do whatever you need to do. When you relieve the pressure in your soul and in your heart and in your mind about this, about him, and you pray and you ask the angels, ask all of the beloved ones to assist you in releasing the tension and the pain, you could ask him to assist, because he sure will help. I see this going away. And just one more thing, because I know then we'll stop. Let's just get rid of all the lifetimes where there's any head stuff, any karma, so it's not just about him with leaving and that wallop, anything, just to like hedge all bets that it could be more. There are 10 lifetimes of head stuff across all time and space, forwards and backwards across all generations, where there's any head stuff. And you say inside, I forgive myself. Here we go. There was a bullet. That's gone. Forgive everyone and everything. Someone even hit you in the back of the head with a peach. And I swear to goodness, you'd think that a peach wouldn't hurt, but have you ever felt a rock hard peach? Like we think, oh, juicy. How could that like freaking upset her head? Because it was a rock hard peach. It was a freaking like a baseball, and it went rare. And then just forget it. I don't even know where I am. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness. Please, all of you, forgive me because I had unforgiveness towards you. Thank God for these life lessons. Okay, do you like seltzer? You like the bubbly. And it's not necessarily soda.
I don't like soda.
It's the seltzer.
Yeah.
Can you get your hand on some seltzer between now and when you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a little bit of that. It's this effervescence. I can't believe I said that. Like, what the heck? I don't know. They want me to say effervescence. It's like Alka-Seltzer, you know? So, I don't know. They want me to say it. So it's this thing, and it does something. It gets you in a certain zone, and seltzer is just part of your thing. And it will assist you, it'll calm you, it gives you peace. You don't have to do it all the time. Mary's here, she's talking to you. Try and stay away from sugar if you can. That doesn't assist you. He blows kisses. He forgives you for having unforgiveness towards him. And the two of you are fine. You're cool. The two of you are really good. He comes in the dreams. He's there. You'll see him again. I see him in cloud formations. You have to look real hard though, but I do see him working his way in the clouds. You could see a glint of light, like a speck of light, and you're like, what? And then it's gone. That is he. If you want to, you could also write to him. So you could purge, get it out in journaling and purge it out. I miss you, you son of a bitch, why'd you leave? I miss you, I love you, F you. You could do whatever you want. Get it out, just get it out. You need to get it out. It's here, you put it here. It has to come out, and it will. And I don't see you with brain surgery, I don't see you with a tumor, I'm not a doctor. And I don't see it, and I see this healed, and I see you functioning normally. And may you heal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, with that, I want to thank everyone for being here for this whole time. I appreciate your maybe opening yourself up to things that you might never have heard before. For anyone who had a healing, sip water between now and when you go to sleep. I tell people, think big, dream big. Anything is possible. Ask for miracles. They happen all the time. And when you start thinking that there's more than what's right in front of you, a whole lot more comes in. There are just miraculous things that happen. I do this privately. This is what I do for a living. I do individual, I'm in Berkeley Heights, but I also do phone and I do Skype and FaceTime. So that's something where you don't have to leave campus, you don't have to Uber, you don't have to do anything. So I have my cards there, I have them here. I also do psychic galleries at the Long Hill Tavern, so that's the other card. So if you're wondering what the other card is, that's where people, they go to this restaurant in Gillette and then they eat while they get open readings. It's kind of just like this, but there's food. And I just wish you just such, I don't know, wonderful things and healing and peace. And if you want to sign up for my newsletter, I've got a clipboard there, I've got 2 clipboards here, but again, please print. And I want to thank Carla Brady. Carla Brady is a friend of mine, and we got to talking, and she helped me set this up, so I want to thank her very much. Thank you for videotaping, and Steph, thank you for getting this up, and Eric for manning the table, and this is just fab for me. So I have great nights, and thank you.